Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, from start to finish, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it. Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the red subscribe button down below and turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
Alola, Zambia oye. So this morning I woke up, my hands are painful, my shoulder is painful. Since I just wake up, right? I'm thinking about how to end political violence. And I believe the way we can end political violence is when we have a different way of appointing a police IG. Okay, I believe because the police IG is probably appointed by the president and can be fired by the president, it makes it difficult maybe somehow for them to operate objectively and fairly. Okay, the police service is a very important institution in helping the nation maintain law and order. We do not need a situation whereby we citizens lose faith in the police. I must say personally, I find the police service highly doubtful right now, especially when it comes to us who are in the opposition and being on the receiving end of violence from the ruling UPND cadres. So we were beaten up and phones stolen, and we also had other comrades with us. We go to the police to report, and the police used the opportunity to arrest two of our comrades, Honorable Jean Singer and Council Celestine, and they keep them overnight for over a crime that really can't be substantiated. I know where that gone somewhere, they stole money. We can't even, obviously it's ridiculous that they stole money because all their actions were openly being done in front of certain individuals who can verify that they didn't take anything. And yet the police are so serious about that accusation from the UPND camp, and they actually arrested them and detained them overnight. The same police station who did that, we pointed out our silence in a van, and a whole van of police officers followed that van and failed to apprehend the UPND cutters. Do you see why I had to come to social media to seek redress for the assailant of my shoulder? Because it was clear the criminality against us, even with evidence, a medical report. They could see me, I was in pain. See Bachanda's injuries. They didn't care. They didn't care. Because we are opposition. So the police service needs to be able to see Zambians and not ruling party cadres or opposition cadres. They need to help maintain law and order. So that cadres know there are consequences to their actions. Not these politically motivated consequences. They don't make sense. There should be a genuine crime, and it should be genuinely investigated. Not why we are seeing Honorable Mumbi Phiri being accused of stealing his phone, and the case being so serious that they came and picked her up here in Lusaka and have taken her to Kawambo to detain her for what they're calling a robbery over a phone. And I understand phone theft is non-bailable. And yet the person who stole my phone can easily be identified by non-UPND leaders that I've mentioned here before. And yet they are scot-free. So what are you preaching? That when you're in ruling, you should be a criminal, nothing will happen to you. And when you're in opposition, we can easily create a crime for you, and we'll be able to arrest you and detain you. It's not right. Because mle wana wale chalo, msinyali fasi, au msinyana halo na ye. Wana kuona wala kialo. Okay? Cadres who commit crimes should be treated as criminals. That way we'll maintain law and order. We'll begin to reshape our politics. And how we can reduce this monopoly of the ruling party on the police service. Because depending on how the president is, a callous president who is full of himself can manipulate the police to become his special wing. Okay? A decent president, or at least allow the police service to operate within their legal framework to some extent. But objectivity is hard if the one hiring you is the one ruling. So my thought is maybe we should enact a law where Parliament, elected members of Parliament, should be responsible for unanimously selecting some of these leaders for like police IG, even those one for the judiciary. All these important positions that presidents appoint, they should be handed over to members of Parliament, and the select committee of hiring of human resources or Shanshani should be given to like 50-50, ruling 50, opposition 50, but majority win of 7, a consensus of at least 7, no, not even 7, at least 8 out of 10 members of Parliament should vouch for that person to become an IG or to become whatever these judiciary leaders. That way, even firing them, that same committee should sit to fire you, and there should be a similar consensus. When we do that, then the IG's responsibility will be to the people of Zambia and not the ruling party. Then we'll maintain law and order. UPND violence, people always talk about how the PF were just so violent against the UPND. Someone visited me yesterday and she was narrating, she's a PF, how the UPND was. We were ruling and they were in opposition. Beat her up. She came to encourage me not to give up despite the physical beating. She said that, well, Nancy, Bali said Nguma. She has teachers here, about, I don't know, 5 or 6 teachers here. And then she had stitches here, about 2 stitches. And then she said she had 3 stitches here. And she had to have a wire in her mouth for 6 months. That was the UPN who meted out that physical violence on her whilst in opposition. Now, it's obvious we have all allowed a culture of violence in our political space. We don't have to allow it going, into the future. We must be progressing. We must be growing. So let's begin to allow these institutions to have their dignity. Same with the National Assembly Speaker. All this should be appointed by these committees from members of Parliament. Because members of Parliament they represent our collective will as a people, right? Unlike just a president, because a president can just become full of himself or herself and just do things as they will. And because they're the ones who have appointed these people will be puppets to that president. And without realizing it, be working at destroying the country. So let's change that. Let's change how we hire the police IG, how we appoint the national speaker, how we appoint all those other, like the judiciary, more than just the name, like Wamalila's position, how we appoint those people. Let's change. Let's grow. It's 60 years after independence. Let's change. Let's grow. Let's stop being self-centered, because that same police, if you're going to unfairly use it, when you go, someone else will come and use it on you unfairly. It's like we are all not okay, because we can't keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. Let's begin to develop. Let's change how we hire these people in these institutions so that these institutions can be objective and serve the people of Zambia. And the people of Zambia includes the ruling party cadres, the opposition cadres, and the non-aligned citizens. But all must be treated fairly and equally before the courts, before the police, and before the National Assembly. Let's heal our country. Not so. The ones who hurt me, they're freely roaming. Freely. So they'll hurt another person. And the innocents, like Honorable Mumbi Phiri, have been bundled up, taken to Kawambwa. That is wrong. It's so wrong. Let's heal our country.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.